Welcome back to another episode on this beautiful Friday of Brunch with the Fellas, where we review the latest trending topic, news, and entertainment. I'm Chef Earl Pearl at DBCHEFTV. Always with me, Primo Grande, the one and only Cold Seasons. And we are the Brunch Fellas. What's good with it, big cuz?
Not much, cuz. What's going on with you?
Man, always blessed on another Friday. Another Friday to talk about what's been going on all week long in Hollywood, in the hood, from politics. It's a lot going on out here. And yeah, we got a good show for y'all tonight. But before we jump into our show tonight, y'all, let's go ahead and give some shout outs real quick. And shout out to Ali Dawoodell at www.bksoulfarm.com. Go ahead and pick up a copy of 1016 160 Self-Sustainability by the God Ali Dawoodell at BK Soul Farm. The link is in the description. And then also shout out to DB Chef TV. Right now they're giving away $100, y'all. All you gotta do is go subscribe, put your name in the hat, and they're gonna show love to you, because that's the way we showing it back. So yeah, everybody sign up to DB Chef TV, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so when we go live, you never miss an episode of Brunch with the Fellas. Let's get into these topics, Cole.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Man, I got a pod I'm supposed to say, bro. You're supposed to say it, then it's supposed to be a pod that I'm supposed to say.
Hold up. Run it back.
They're supposed to be smashing something.
Hold up. And like we always say, oh yeah, link. Hold up, merch. Let me get it right, because let me get it right. Merch links is in the description, y'all. And like we always say, if money's tight, it's all right. You can do something for free.
Smash the like. There we go.
There we go. Yes, indeed.
I take my pod out, man. I was waiting for that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I got it right, cuz. You know what I'm saying? So let's get right to these topics for real. And man, we got racist streamer Chud the Builder charged in a shooting. Man, I don't know if anybody been anywhere, cuz, but this been crazy though. You've been hearing about this guy online.
Yeah, I've been going back and forth with people online. Even before this happened, up to 2 weeks before this happened, I've been going back and forth about this dude.
Yeah, this is wild. So he's been charged in a shooting. It hadn't been any shootings, but we're gonna check out that, and we're gonna top it up. Then in the watch world, y'all, in the fashion and style, lifestyle, Audemars Piguet is and Swatch. Swatch is a an old school timepiece, and they're doing a collaboration. So we're gonna go and check that out. It's a lot of people talking about that, how high fashion got with, something more affordable for regular folks is the lane that's watching. So we're gonna go check out that collab. Then we got Rihanna. We love Rihanna. And ASAP Rocky, shout out to the family. And the home shooting, lately people be getting real wild with these celebrities. So, it's a crazy story. So we're gonna go check that out. Then we're gonna head to A-Town, Charlie, and we're gonna see Operation Lockdown. The World Cup is coming to Atlanta. So, they prepare for that. It's always these things going on, but we're gonna get into that.
Absolutely.
And then we're gonna head down to the bottom, and we're gonna hit Jacksonville, that is, and a young rapper by the name of Julio, who was murdered down there. We're gonna take a look at that, and the verdicts are in for his killers, and yeah, that's what we got for y'all. So smash that like button, and we're gonna go ahead and get into these trending topics for the night, y'all.
Let's get it.
Viral video circulating online purports to show the chaotic aftermath of a racist streamer allegedly shooting a black man outside a Tennessee courthouse. Streamer Chud the Builder, whose real name is Dalton Etherly, shot the unidentified man during a scuffle on May 13th outside of the courthouse in Clarksville, according to the DA, who said Chud also accidentally shot himself during the confrontation. The 28-year-old has amassed an online following by filming himself spewing vile racial slurs, such as referring to black people as chimps and openly saying the N-word to get reactions. In footage captured.
Okay, let's start there.
Yes.
Let's start right there. How you feel about that? Openly outside, just walking up to black folks. Hey, you N-word. Hey, you N-word. You N-word. You N-word this.
Right.
You N-word that. Like,
yeah,
how are people supposed to respond, Cole? What have we? Let me.
Well, I mean,
about it.
I think online is one thing, but when you get out here in the real world, you will F around and find out. When it comes to situations like that, if you think you're just gonna run around and call black people the N-word out in public and just, I know black people call each other, but when you do it the way that this guy right here is doing it, and he's running around and taunting people with his file on his side, openly where you can see it. And then when you don't do nothing about it, he tell the black people, that you're chimping like a chimpanzee, you're chimping out. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
So he's he's way out of line. I seen it coming. I had posts, like I said, I've been going back and forth with people for about almost 2 weeks about this guy. And I think he's a very upset person. He's looking for a purpose. He was already out on probation, you know what I'm saying? And he just
Did it have anything to do with that though? Was he on probation for that? For anything related to
Nah, I don't believe it's nothing related to that. No. Okay. But I did see a video where he walked up to a white guy and he was like, yeah, they won't let me come into this place. And the white guy was the bouncer at the club, older white guy in his 60s. And he was like, yeah, he said, oh yeah, why they won't let you come into the club? He said, oh, because I kept using the N-word. He said, then he asked the white dude, he said, how you feel about that? He was like, well, being that I got 2 black sons, you need to get the hell up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, I was happy to see that, but at the end of the day, the way this dude is going around taunting people, man, it was just a matter of time. And I thought someone was going to shoot him before he shot someone else, but it went the other way around, and now he's where he's at.
I mean, black folks are pretty peaceful people at times. I got a question though, because this is what's been because I've been watching a lot of stuff online about this, and you said something that was relative to like a very good point, and you said the way that he's going around doing this, and just in my brain I'm like, okay, so if let's say he wasn't going around doing it the way he's doing it, the way he's antagonizing, rage baiting, trying to get a negative reaction, with the whole chimping out and everything. What if he was doing charity, like, doing something like, positive, and then, but only for black people. And then, he'd be like my ninja,
right?
When he dap him, would that be cool?
No, it would be a conversation. It would be a conversation to have with him. It wouldn't be the same reaction as the way he's handling it, and the person feel like, hey, you know what? I got to put hands on you. You get what I'm saying? It'll be a conversation, and it probably wouldn't even be no love lost for real, but you'll definitely have a conversation with like, hey, bro, what you what you mean by that? Where you get that from? You know what I'm saying? You want to talk about it?
But if he have an explanation for you, then will it validate it? Because he continue to do it to make it content. Because see, what I'm looking at is people how I'm looking at the dynamic, because I'm looking at it like, I agree that it was all negative and what he was doing was, was horrible. Like, he deserved what he get. Okay. But I'm like, if he was doing it, to me, that there's this mindset of like, because black folks cool with the word. I'm not gonna say where we are with each other. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna say I'm cool with it in general. Okay. Not even how we use it. But what I'm saying is like if he was using it and he was being positive, like his actions were positive, not the antagonistic, trying to get somebody to trick themselves off the streets or trick themselves out of going home to their family, you know, the way that he was doing it. If he was doing something positive, you know, his actions were, but then injecting it, you know, even not with the ER or maybe with the ER. Who knows? I don't care. It's bad either way, in my opinion. You know, but if he was doing that, would it make it cool with, like you just said, you know, if he, when you ask him, when you check him, like, hey, what's all that? Is it like, oh no, I grew up with you know, Tone and them, and you know, everybody been cool, you know, it's down. I've been down
Yeah.
since day one.
So,
like somebody from like, because my experience is this, you know, we shout out to White Boy Tim. Like White Boy Tim grew up in a black neighborhood where everybody was black around him. Everybody, his girlfriend, I think his wife is black now today.
right,
Okay.
right.
But he would never use that word.
He won't.
He would never use it, like not even just on some cool, like he would never use it. Like, so that's my first example of the respect of understanding, like, you know, this brother won't even use it, you know, and if somebody play with him, you know, like we going. So I'm just trying to understand, like, where is the ground at? Where is the medium? Where is the it's okay, the or the line, like what is the line? Just only if it's antagonizing? It's not like you shouldn't be using that word at all, like
Well,
out of respect.
the line is definitely non-blurrable. There's no blurry line when it comes to that right there. So when you do it like the way Chad the builder did it, in the way that, you know, he figured that he was going to do things, and he even said that he was going to antagonize black people to until he can shoot a person, and then what do you say, BLM 2.0 will start, and then he will walk off free like Kyle Rittenhouse. You get what I'm saying?
I mean,
So
well, I mean, he got his wish. He got his wish. I mean, he was talking about it and he manifested it. It came true. I don't know if it's gonna work out. I don't know if he thought the whole ending all the way through, you know. But I mean, we see it right now where it's like, you know, I just be wondering that though. I just be wondering if anybody looks at it like from both sides of the spectrum, where like, is it cool? Is it just gonna be a just, we
I
should
don't.
just give a
I
no
mean,
go on the N word altogether. Black
well,
folks
so
too, you
yeah,
know.
well, we way past that. That's not going to happen. You know, I think the hard ER campaign where people was making a distinguishment between the NIGGA and the ER. That's I think that's the line in the sand right there. Just pretty much, you know, how you say it in your context, and how you say it, because there are white boys out here that's just like Tim, you know, and they will use it, you know, but they also know when to and when not to. You know what
And
I'm
that's
saying?
and that's true. Like in do black people have that rule too though? How they saying it? Do that apply?
Um, would a black person have you on the ER?
I mean, no, I'm just saying, just calling you the N word. Do they have the same? You give them more grace than you do a white person?
I'm to the point now where, you know, it's a setting. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a setting. You know, so if we in the backyard grilling out and, yeah, nigga, go ahead, man.
No, 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 no,
You know,
no,
but if we
no. I'm
at
not
work,
talking
if
about.
we're
I
at
ain't
work,
talking
and
about
if
in
we're
cool.
yeah, if we're at work, and, you know, and you black, I'm black, and we got other black people around, even white people of other ethnicities, I don't think that's the proper time and the place to be using it. You
But
know what
it's
I'm saying?
okay. But it's okay at home though.
Yeah, it's okay. To me it is. It's okay. It's okay at home when you amongst your peers, you know, on the phone with your real people.
But what I'm
You know,
saying is there a level of when should a black person get ticked off when they get called the N-word by another black person? Should it have an
when
adjective before?
when it
Should
when
it
it
be like
when it
a
no no
F
I mean,
a F ninja? Should
you
it
know,
be like
it's it's
a
it's, it's
B
when is when you is when you is when
a
you beefing.
ban?
Is when you beefing. You know, like girls,
But what if you
women.
not beefing with nobody, and what if they
Listen,
just pop that off at you though? Like, what if you not beefing? What if you just trying to have a regular conversation with somebody,
and somebody
and
be like,
then
you know, if they pop, you know,
and then they just pop off like that?
it's
So
all. But
so
see
they
now,
started to pop off. That's what you're saying.
but that's all in tone. And
Okay,
if
so
you
even in tone, so
and if
that
you got your head on the
okay.
swivel, you can read tone when tone is starting to become a threat. You know what I'm saying? But that's just like what I'm saying. Like girls call.
If that's the first word though, right? That
Mhm.
changes the tone. If that's the
Um,
first word that changes the tone, I agree with you.
yeah, that's not gonna be
But I don't
that's
think you have to get past that in order to now figure out the tone of the conversation has changed. Because if you talking about tone, then that means somebody said something like ninja, you know, when before it wasn't that type of conversation, right? Or you be type ninja, you know what I'm saying? Like, and before it wasn't that. Before it might have
yeah,
been a
but you know,
cool
I mean,
conversation,
it's
right?
you know, to me in the black community, you know, it's like part of the language. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Well,
you
and
know
what black community?
you know we're black people. Niggas say nigga every day, all day, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So you just
So
supposed to accept it?
it's a part of our culture. You know what I'm
No, it's
saying?
not.
Is a part of our culture. And the
No,
thing
it's
about it
not.
is we know how to
It's a
read.
part of nigga culture.
We know
I
how to
believe.
read. We know how to read when a person is using it in a derogatory or threatening kind of way.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
so that means that there are still levels when black people get pissed off about it when other black people say it, right?
I have never. I mean, I don't think I ever got pissed
How you,
off by
bro?
by
You
when
just
hearing a black person calling me nigga, like saying nigga.
you contradicting yourself right now. You just said because that it depend on tone and how they saying it,
It
right?
depends on
And I
tone,
ain't disagree with you.
right, but
I'm
I don't. But I've never gotten pissed off by a person being like nigga. You know, now when I
by
say
a black
tone,
person. You saying by a black person,
but yeah,
right?
yeah, I have never gotten that.
Okay.
That has never pissed me off.
That's I mean, it's pissed me off before when the conversation ain't that. See, what I'm talking about is that if you having a conversation with somebody, okay, and you ain't on, you aren't on that type of time. You're being respectful, okay? And then when the disrespect starts, they lead off with that. And then everything else behind that is negative. And for or ongoing is negative. So that's why I'm saying, like, yeah, I agree that the tone can change, right? But you could be having a civil conversation, and then somebody takes it there, somebody turn up. So that's why I'm asking, okay, but you saying even if the person turn up, that you not offended.
I'm not offended by the nigga part because when they turn up, they turning up for a whole different reason than the word. You see what I'm saying? Versus the guy that we talking about now, his whole turn up was the word. You
Yeah,
get what I'm saying?
well, we know, well, we all do, you know what I'm saying? Like we really looking at the interaction between, you know, black folks saying, getting triggered by allowing, pieces of boo boo like this dude right here to come and antagonize and trick somebody from going home with their kids, or trick somebody, like, like, to me, I'm like, okay, I ain't got no time for this, man, because this could only end bad for me,
Right.
you know, because understanding, like, man, we seeing 14th Amendment laws being reversed with and all this other type stuff. So, like, yeah, he discharged his firearm and he hit somebody. Okay. But he got a bond. They didn't hold him without no bond.
It's high as hell.
You know, but it's 150,000.
Right, right.
He popping on he hopping on he popping on YouTube. So I mean,
nah, he the guy that got shot, his GoFundMe was like earlier today was like 40,000, and and Chad GoFundMe was up to 120 already.
Okay, so
he got that. He got bail money.
So that's what I'm saying. So I don't think he's going to be back out here doing the same thing again. Now that would blow my mind. You know, like wow. But
yeah,
but I still
surprised.
But you know, but I still look at the big picture, because I'm just like, we don't need to end up. We don't want to see more black people on the end of Chud's gun. And I'm saying that even though we seeing this right now, I get what you said, like you ain't been upset. You haven't, and that's fair. All right. But I know people that done died over words, over being called a band, you know.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Definitely.
Over less than that, for real. So what I'm saying is like, it would be dope if we came up with our own word that we call each other, that wasn't a word that they gave us to belittle us, that we now want to make cool and accept getting called that.
Yeah, I get that.
That would be dope right there. You know what I'm saying? In a perfect world. We not, you know, everybody comfortable with being a word that was given to them to defamate them, you know, and how it's, and then it's the tone and how it's said and all that stuff and everything. I'm saying we don't gotta use that, because typically we know us being the complexion that we are, coming from that environment where it was put on us, all right, where it's like we didn't have a choice, but I think we have a choice. Then we know the difference, because we can call out ninja behavior versus folks who got some sense, folks who care about something. With that, and that's no complexion thing. That's just people who care about something, being disciplined, respecting the rules, being courteous, being kind, asking questions, you know, being respectful of other people's stuff, of their stuff, you know, like we do that. But, you know, but everybody is cool with the N-word, and we know that if you want some N-word time, then it's just like, man, I ain't got time for that N-word stuff. Like, we do that. We have them things in our culture too, but we not just trying to get away from the whole N-word altogether. Like, man, like that don't even, that's something that somebody gave to us, somebody put on us to make us feel less than. Now we cool when we barbecue and using it, like during my free time. That's wild to me. I just wanted to throw that out there, you know. But to each their own. To each their own, family.
Captured by Clarksville now, Etherly could be seen tended to by first responders at the scene, where he began streaming his interactions following the alleged shooting. Etherly can be heard blaming his gunfire on the other man, who was black, according to witnesses, saying the man confronted and threatened him over his vile online content.
He said, "You start saying all that chimp out to me, I'm gonna hit you." He hit me, started wailing on me, even after I had to defend myself by shooting him. He's still wailing on me.
Elsewhere in the 16-minute clip, the streamer can be heard asking authorities if he shot himself amid the scuffle, noting a graze on his arm. The victim was medically evacuated and is recovering in stable condition, officials said.
Dalton Etherly was ordered by a judge, held on a temporary $1.25 million bond. And of course, that's as the court prepares to have a separate bond hearing next week, we do know. So we're actually seeing that investigators say that Etherly shot another man outside the Montgomery County Courthouse after an argument turned physical Wednesday afternoon. Now, the arrest affidavit says that the man was hit multiple times and rushed to Vanderbilt University Medical Center for emergency surgery. Etherly is now charged with attempted criminal homicide, employing a firearm during a dangerous felony, aggravated assault causing serious bodily injury, and reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon. Now, Etherly is known online as Chud the Builder, and the Associated Press previously reported Etherly faced criticism over videos described as racist and anti-Semitic. Court records also show that Etherly is involved in another ongoing legal matters, including a pending harassment charge in Montgomery County. Separate civil filings accuse him as well of failing to repay money connected to business agreements and online fundraising efforts.
Yeah. So they didn't go into detail with it on the newscast. You know, the guy that got shot, the black man that got shot, he was a veteran. When Chud approached him, he told him, "Hey, look, man, I got PTSD. Please do not come up to me with all that stuff. Don't do it. I have PTSD. Do not do that." And Chud, the builder, decided that he was going to do it anyway, and dude didn't chimp out like Chud say all the time. He was a chimp on his ass. You know what I'm saying? And then he shot him.
Yeah, that's crazy. But you know, cuz ninjas don't respect that though. Ninjas don't respect when you could tell somebody. I personally experienced, you could tell somebody that you got PTSD and they still try you, and they think that you lying, or that you could tell somebody that you have a disability or something, and they could tell you, they would try to tell you what they're doing to you is not affecting you,
right?
You know,
right?
And that's a clear example. Like I believe that's a whole real story. You know, that brother tried to tell him, like, look, man, you know, just going about your business for real, bro. Like I ain't even really trying to be. I got enough stuff I'm dealing with already in my own head, you know.
Right. And they didn't play the whole interview where Chud was talking even more, and he was like, and the guy told me he had PTSD, and he said that he feared for his, and then he stopped because he realized that he was about to say that the dude told him that, you know, I'm fearing for my life with you around me, leave me, get away from me, pretty much. You know.
Yeah, but everything was recorded, you know.
Yeah.
Everything's recorded, so he gonna get what you heard all them charges, so they gonna make something stick.
Yeah, he got a slew of felonies. Shout out to lovely ATV.
Yeah, shout out to lovely ATV in the comments. What up, Bug? What's up, Bug? And man, man, we gonna keep y'all posted on Chud because I don't think this is the last time we gonna hear from him. I don't. I think he coming back, cause I don't think.
You know, just a couple of years ago, he was dressed up in a dress with some wings on and a wig and all kind of crazy stuff.
No, what was he doing with that?
I don't know if it was a Halloween party or if he was that's just the life he was living. I'm not sure, but the pictures are all online, so they're calling him a fairy. He used to be a fairy.
Yeah, I think so. We'll go with that one. So yeah, y'all, now we're gonna go check out this story. This fashion, we got some fashion going on in the watch world for all y'all watch collectors, watch enthusiasts, watch lovers. Audemars and a Swatch timepiece collaboration. Let's go see what they got going on.
High-end Swiss watchmaker Audemars Piguet is teaming up with 80s watch icon Swatch for a new line of collectible timepieces called Royal Pop. And pop they do. 8 different models in bright, bold colors set to go on sale only in select Swatch stores starting Saturday. That is still days away, but already fans are lining up. Luxury watch releases don't usually include people lining up for days waiting to get a chance to buy one, but that's what we have here. It's something way more similar to a sneaker drop or even something very Gen Z like the Labubu.
I've been here since May 11th.
That's several days straight to be here, so you seem like you better get that watch.
Dang.
Right?
Man, I better get that watch.
Excitement and opinions are pouring in online.
Love it or hate it, it has definitely caused a stir.
Everyone was waiting 5 days outside of the store for this.
I'm a Swatch lover, and I am going to go stand outside the store right now, actually.
Swatch has done high-profile collaborations before, including with watch brands Omega and Blancpain. These pocket watches come with a roughly $400 price tag, which may seem steep for a...
I bet.
That's crazy right there. You paying $400 though?
For the collection, something like that, I would probably, if I got one, I would probably try to get the whole collection. Honestly, it's a collab. I mean, and it's affordable compared to what you pay for Audemars. So I mean,
definitely, it definitely is that.
I think the $400 price tag is reasonable.
I think it'll be cool. This I think they're gonna double up though. I think they're gonna double up because the pocket watch I don't know. People might style it, tied to something, but that face pops out. That face pops into that bracket. So what would be dope is if they double up and come out with the wristbands that snap in.
I think that's possible. I mean, I think that's something they may
could run up another 300 million if they make the wristbands for them.
Yeah, you just set 100 a band. I think they could do that. I mean, I think the top area up there, like if you look at the all of them, where the
100, they probably doing 400 a band.
Well, the watch is 400 itself.
Yeah, and then how many? Do all the watches come in a set for 400, or is it
no, just one?
So just one.
Yeah, just one. So you're collecting them.
Okay, so that's what 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so that's what 32. So you gotta get 32 to hit to get all of the watches,
right?
And then let's say, yeah, I would charge $400 a band. I would charge $400 per band.
Why? Because they're interchangeable now. You can rock them with all the watches, switch them up, freak them, and all that stuff. That would be pretty dope. I think they may do that. If you look at where the tie-on is for the pocket watch, if they got a tie-on at the bottom, they can possibly have something where you buy a band that connects to it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and I just make the bands the color as the pops, as the casing that they pop into, so that way, you could switch it up. You could go, with the what's that right there, the hot pink with the light pink band.
I don't have my Apple one, but the Apple watches, they like that. You can just
go
change
white
the
on white.
up.
Yeah, you could go, you could go purple on black if you want to go all the way LA with it. Yeah, that would be cool.
Just freak it up. It don't even got to match at all. If you got the money to do it, hey, who cares?
I mean, yeah, and you look at total investment, it'll be $800 for a timepiece. That really will boost it up a little bit. That really doesn't make it so the way they present it right now, like, oh, it's cheap. A lot of people out here saying, oh, it's cheap, it's too affordable, just because AP is such a top tier brand, such a luxury brand. But I mean, even at $800, that's still
and I mean, they starting you off
plastic watch
with the 400. They starting you off with the 400, and it's just like those little bracelets, but the Pandora bracelets everybody used to buy. When you buy the bracelet, you spend $175, $200 for the bracelet, and then you go in and buy these little charms that attach to the bracelet one by one for anywhere from $75 to $400 a charm.
Them charm bracelets, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's it could be the same thing. I mean, I think it's a good thing. It bring a little bit of you can afford to wear the Audemars name without
without the Audemars pain.
Yeah,
pain in the pocket. Right. Anybody who rocking a AP, they ain't got they shouldn't have no pain in their pocket.
And I mean, and just think about it. If you do buy the whole set with the bands, that don't even cover the taxes on a full grown Audemars. So I mean, that's
no. The little, that's 32. If you saying it's individual 3,200, yeah. I mean, you might as well save up. You might be able to get you do that.
And I'm guessing, and I thought that's what they said. It may be 400 for the set. I don't think they would cut themselves short like that. I could see paying $400 a whop for just because it's a collector's piece. There's not gonna be but so many of them.
Yeah, that's true too.
essentially a plastic timepiece, but a typical Audemars Piguet can cost tens of thousands of dollars at least.
Yeah, so that's dope. That's pretty dope, man. That's pretty dope. Yeah, shout out to AP and Swatch. You know, when we get it together, we might shop with them. You know, I'm on the hunt for the Rollie right now, though. We want to, you know, we still want to have that Rollies in the sky. We got to get that nice little Rollie added to the collection.
I don't know, man. The other thing is Audemars on the belt. Pocket watch. Whip it out the pocket.
Yeah, they can keep that one though.
You can get a top hat with it. Get one of them top hats. Matter of fact, hey,
I like it for the summertime though. Like if you on the beach and you going somewhere, you know, you got some colors and you just want to blend it in with your colors. I do dig that. And that,
but I'm gonna tell you, look,
at $800 a watch,
the drip that you're rocking today, the hat, bucket hat, the glasses, and the colorful jersey, the watch will go perfect with that drip right there.
Yeah, they had
you get
one.
what I'm saying? So
I seen it, cuz.
It's something in there for people to rock. You know what I'm saying? So I like it. You know, so
for sure. Now, y'all, to our third story, we got Rihanna home shooting the aftermath. Shout out to Rhea ASAP, man. Got this crazy business going on.
It's a crazy story.
Quote, "They shooting at us." That's what Rihanna says she told ASAP Rocky as she pushed him to the ground just over 9 weeks ago, while bullets from an AR-15 style rifle hit the Airstream trailer outside their home.
10 gunshots fired from the vehicle.
The New York Times reports the Grammy winner told cops she opened the curtains and saw bullet holes in the trailer's windshield. She and ASAP then ran into the house where their 3 kids were safely inside, although one bullet pierced the exterior wall of a nursery.
Rihanna's faith is the devil. She only did her little music thing so that she can do witchcraft.
The suspect, Ivana Lisette Ortiz, will remain behind bars after pleading not guilty to 14 felonies, including attempted murder.
Damn, they hit her with 14 felonies and attempt murder.
She was crazy, bro. She's crazy. Crazy.
She look crazy.
Yeah, she crazy, bro. She been going on a rant about them for a while. You know. So I don't know what to think of it. She thought that Rihanna wanted to kill her. She said Rihanna wanted to kill her. You know, and I think that's just some of the things that celebrities gotta deal with, is that it's gonna be some strange, demented people. Once they get your sights on you, that's it. They coming for you, you know. And this was one of those situations, and she pulled up with a whole AR. That's crazy.
You seen that though? Shot out windows, shot at the door, and everything. Crazy. Like, what's wrong with you, little girl?
And the bullet grazed the nursery, so
that's wild.
Bullet got lodged into the nursery wall. You know, that's some crazy stuff. You know, I didn't even think that a person can really even get that close to their home like that, but I guess I was wrong.
They said she did a drive-by, spray shit.
Crazy. So she must have had somebody with her, or was she shooting a AR and driving? Because if she is, they need to just go ahead and send her to the military or something.
They need to send her to the military. Nah, they need to put her in a straitjacket, man. That's wild. You know, that's super crazy to have an obsession with a celebrity, you know, so deep that you just want to go shoot them, you know, because there hasn't been any story like this was Rihanna homegirl or nothing. Like, this was just like some made up.
This was random schmandom.
Yeah, like, this is crazy, you know, like, this is the stuff you read about, you know, like in movies or something, or you read about where a celebrity had a stalker and, you know, and the person actually tried to shoot at them, tried to take their life.
Did you hear it say Rihanna pushed ASAP to the ground?
Yeah.
Get down, baby.
She said, baby, get down. She was willing to take the bullet first, you know?
Oh, mama, I done shot a man now.
You know, shout out to Riri and ASAP, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all be safe out there. There's a lot of crazy people. I know they got the security double down now.
Yeah, man, definitely. It should for a while, you know, because Ivana Ortiz, she is a damn nut. And I'm pretty sure there's more of them out there, you know, so it's crazy. You know, most fans just want to get a hug or something, you know what I'm saying? She want to do them in.
Yeah, she want to pop. She want to lick shot.
You know, I watched when I got word to the top, because I knew nothing of this, you know what I'm saying, until I seen the post. So I went and looked, and of course when I went and looked, I then went and looked at some more of the stuff that she was posting, which was just off the chain. She was nuts, you know what I'm saying? And she said Rihanna is the devil, and Rihanna want to kill her, and to the point of some stuff she got to get her before she get her first, and it was just crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know, she probably should have been flagged, you know. I mean, sometimes you say stuff on social media that doesn't need to be flagged, and all of a sudden you get a violation. You know, this was one of those ones where it should have been flagged and sent up top. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, y'all might want to go check her out because she tripping.
Yeah, somebody might have wanted to do some what they call a minority report on her.
Yeah, welfare check.
A pre-crimes report.
Yeah,
man. I don't know. That's probably coming soon though, for real. But I can't say that we wouldn't need it for individuals like that. But yeah, shout out to Rihanna and ASAP. And good thing the babies are safe, man. Like
yeah, definitely. They've been popping them out too, man.
Yep. So we got A-Town, baby. We going to the A. They got Operation Lockdown for the World Cup. The World Cup is coming up. When is the World Cup coming to the A, Cole?
I'm not sure. It's supposed to be soon. I know that it's ticket sales was way down from what they projected because of a lot of things that's going on in the climate of the United States right now. But it's not just in Atlanta. It's supposed to be, I think, in a couple of cities, not just Atlanta.
Okay. Yeah. I do believe it is in a couple of other cities because they doing these things and these lockdowns and stuff in a lot of other places too, though.
Right.
But let's jump into the clip.
We are going to be relentless. We're not going to stop till all of these people are in custody.
It's a joint operation putting handcuffs on dozens of Atlanta's most wanted.
They don't always comply.
It's called Operation Lockdown, a partnership between the FBI and Atlanta Police Department, targeting some of the city's most dangerous, ahead of thousands descending on the city ahead of the FIFA World Cup games.
The timing hitting perfectly for FIFA? Absolutely. But would this be going on absent that? Yes.
We're really going after the worst of the worst.
Hey, I just want to let y'all know it's a new sheriff in town, and her name is Miss Marlowe, okay? And she ain't playing around. She coming to clean up the town, baby, and it's going down.
It's going down. Hey, and the World Cup is June the 11th through July 19th.
Oh, so that's a whole month.
Yeah.
Yeah, they not playing around, man. Atlanta finna be on lockdown. You know, they trying to get all the bad actors for real. So all the criminality. If you trapping, you might be good. We ain't encouraging doing nothing illegal, but
they said they're going after the most violent and working in conjunction with the FBI on it. So,
but that's what I'm saying though. You know, everybody, it's a tangled web. So, so folks that get caught up in a web, they don't even know nothing about being over somebody, being around about somebody. You know,
right.
So just be warned. They not playing.
Whether that be murder, whether that be aggravated assault with a firearm.
I rode along with the Violent Crimes Task Force. The first stop was this Northwest Atlanta home. Agents and police wanted out Demetrius Brown, accused of shooting a man 9 times after an argument. Around 6 a.m., federal units hit the driveway. 2 women and 2 children exit the home first. Agents knowing Brown is hiding somewhere inside. SWAT with the Georgia State Patrol and K9 were called in.
See, you know what I don't like about this, like the woman and children left the house, right? So instead of just coming out cool,
he stayed in there for 2 hours
because you caught. All right. But now when they go back in the house, bro, they got to clean up glass, and if the door done been kicked off and knocked off the hinges, like it ain't like when when they raid a house, you know, Bill the handyman come, you know, running down the street right behind them. They be like, oh, we kicked in your door and smashed this and all this, but here's Bill, and he's gonna come in here. He got 2x4s and some plywood on the back of the truck, and he gonna seal up the windows and sweep up everything, and you know, fix your doorknobs, to put a new handle on the door and all that kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, how these guys, I don't see why these guys be respected. I don't see why we respect this as a culture, you know.
I mean, I really don't think they are, because now, I mean, now more and more more and more.
The whole stop snitching culture and people arguing, trying to be real street dudes and all that. He getting, ain't that real street? When you getting when the popo, when SWAT come get you, that's real street, right?
Nah, they give them their props when they out in the streets and they free. You know, they love people around their way, give them their props. But when they get locked up, everybody around them say dumbass. For real, you know.
You talking about the people that's locked up with them, or the people that ain't there with them while they locked up?
Nah, the people that's not there with them, the people that didn't decided not to be a dumbass.
But they wasn't the people. But they also ain't the same folks that was while he was out here being a dumbass, saying, "Hey man, you shouldn't be a dumbass."
Nah, he ain't gonna listen to that. He ain't gonna listen to it. He ain't gonna listen to it.
Cause everybody like, you the realest, you the real one, you the real, you that, yeah, you that, you like that, you this, that.
Right, and the person can even tell them they stupid and moving wrong. You know, people, they do what they want to do when they want to do it. They move how they want to move. You know, and I mean, that's just he's just a dumbass.
Now when the women and children got to go back in the house, now they got all this cleaning up to do. Now they got to figure out if even they gonna go back in the house for the night, need to go by somebody else's, go by aunties and them, because they house done got kicked in because he don't want to jail, prison, whatever case.
Right, the flash banging and burned up,
and they ain't even safe up in there to close the door to go to sleep for the night.
Right. Yeah, man.
And after more than 2 hours, Brown emerges.
As they went in, we've come to realize he was actually hiding in the attic of the house.
Agents then went to this Union City apartment complex looking for Kenneth Jones, accused of a deadly highway shooting in 2025, where gunfire struck a man and a pregnant woman, killing her unborn child. Agents had to use a flashbang and manhandle.
I'm trying to figure out why he out on bond.
Was he out on bond, or did he jump bond? Yeah, he jumped bond. He probably jumped bond because if it came and got him.
I'm just saying, hold up? Did they say he was on a warrant?
But they come to get people that had warrants. So
let me see if they had a warrant. Let's see if he had already been in custody. Let's run that back.
Apartment complex looking for Kenneth Jones, accused of a deadly highway shooting in 2025, where gunfire struck a man and a pregnant woman, killing her unborn child.
So they saying he accused of it in 2025. So they saying they knew about this brother since 2025. It don't say whether they had him locked up or not.
Right.
But we halfway through 2026 now.
Right.
And they just going to go get him?
Yeah, and they're just going to go get him with the help of the FBI coming to town saying, hey, your city has to be cleaned up before FIFA comes.
Because they just going to go get him. And they knew that he did what?
Right. And in the segment, they're going to say we would have done this whether the FIFA was coming or not. When I first seen this, I said, "You lying? Stop lying!" Because y'all doing this because y'all got some help from the FBI. The FIFA Cup is coming. Y'all already let this man sit out of jail for a whole year. You know what I'm saying? So you wouldn't have just ran up and got him just out of the blue. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't have happened. But you know, the FBI got tools to track you down real fast. You know what I'm saying? Versus with a state.
I mean, we got Bin Laden, we got Saddam, they got Maduro, they got Chapo. I mean, they smash the Ayatollah. Why he think he gonna get away?
And staying in the same shit and look and stay and bold enough to stay in his city. That's crazy.
Come on, man. Why you think he gonna?
But you know, after that year went past, he probably was like, I'm good. I got this. You know. So it's
he should have left. He should have left town after he knew that it was gonna be, because he thought it was sweet. That what they saying is they've been sitting on him watching him all this time because they knew where to go get him.
And he killed a baby, man. You know, that's the crazy part. So it was an unborn baby, but he still killed the baby.
So we just let baby killers just chill and just relax out here. This is our society. Only when it's a we need to clean up for commerce, you know, to make sure that people ain't getting victimized when they come and visit the A to spend their money for the game and go to the underground and the Coca-Cola.
I'm almost willing to bet that the baby was a brown baby. So, you know, if the baby wanted a brown baby, I believe they would have moved on it a little faster. You know, that's
crazy. That's crazy. I don't know that, you know what I'm saying, but I don't care if it was a brown baby or a purple and brown baby, a Dalmatian baby. I'm just saying the crime itself, like, that ain't good human. You know?
This nigga said a Dalmatian baby.
Yeah, like people ain't, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, wow, cuz.
Agents had to use a flashbang and manhandle Jones after he resisted. And in Covington, agents arrested Laquan Pascal. He barricaded himself for more than 3 hours, wanted for murder of a man on Auburn Avenue in 2025.
Turn yourself in now before we have to come to your house.
Operation Lockdown is after 35 offenders. 12 have already been captured, leaving the remaining. 10 wanted on murder, 6 for aggravated assault, 3 on robbery, 3 other violent warrants, and 1 escapee.
Our goal is to get them in custody.
That's what she said. She said their goal is to get them in custody.
You know what she said. So they you know, so I mean they going after people. So, but I mean, if you're watching, just know Boston, they coming to your city. Dallas, they coming to your city to do it. Houston, Kansas City, they coming to your city. Los Angeles, Miami, New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, San Francisco, the Bay Area, and Seattle. So that's all the places where they're going to have the FIFA Cup at, and they're going to be cracking down before. There should be some interesting ones coming out of Seattle too as well. So because they off the chain over there.
For sure, we will stay tuned to the operations, the crackdowns, the clean up the towns. Is coming to a city near you. Operation Lockdown coming to a city near you for the World Cup. Be on the lookout.
And then let's not forget the Olympics is coming right after that. So
then we got Olympics in what, 2028?
Yeah, in Los Angeles.
Yeah. It's gonna be nice to visit. We got the verdicts are in for the Julio Foolio murder trial, y'all. Man, it's a young rapper from Jacksonville, Florida. Got assassinated, murdered in Tampa some time ago, and it was a big thing, man. They've been tearing stuff up down there. He's just been going, you know, they've been going OD with it. So let's go check out this. It's a big story out here in the hip hop world. What we watching right now is and let me just preface y'all just a little bit. Right now, y'all, what this is This is when the murder of Foolio took place. And he was at his birthday. He's celebrating his birthday weekend. He was checking into a hotel and everything. He got lined up. And this is what happened when he got lined up. So right there, you could see them shooting at his car, and then he took off. Other people took off. But he drove towards the shooter, and the guy just kept shooting into his vehicle. They spent off. I think that's where the car came to a stop, and then this guy just, you know.
4 men found guilty in the death.
So that got to be a Tesla.
You know, that guy just kept shooting. Nah, he was in one of, them young folks drive them track hogs.
Not that last angle that we seen at the charging station. You know, Tesla's got cameras all around them. They record all the time. So,
oh man, they caught. They caught.
Yeah.
They all the way caught. Like they cooked, fried, dyed. Like they put on a bun, lettuce and tomato. Yeah, they all the way cooked, man.
Jacksonville rapper Foolio. The men were convicted of killing the rapper, whose real name is Charles Jones, on his 26th birthday back in June of 2024. And we brought you the verdict tonight as breaking news during our 6 o'clock newscast. Right now, our Sydney Deshawn is joining us. And Sydney, up next is the penalty phase.
That's right, Anthony. All 4 men could face life in prison or the death penalty. Tonight, they were convicted on multiple counts, the most serious being first-degree premeditated murder.
The jury has reached a verdict.
After about 8 hours of deliberation,
Guilty of first-degree murder as charged.
Isaiah Chance, Sean Gathright, Davion Murphy, and Rashad Murphy all found guilty of first-degree premeditated murder in the killing of Jacksonville rapper Julio Foolio. His real name, Charles Jones. Sean Gathright dropping his head down and in tears as handcuffs were snapped on him. Davion Murphy was seen on camera yawning through the verdicts. Foolio was ambushed and shot to death in June of 2024 outside a Holiday Inn hotel in Tampa as he celebrated his 26th birthday. 3 others were also injured in the shooting. Investigators say the 4 men traveled together from Jacksonville to Tampa, tracking Foolio for the hit as part of an ongoing gang war. Isaiah Chance's girlfriend, Alicia Andrews, joined the road trip. She was convicted last year of manslaughter in Foolio's death. Cell phone records and video surveillance played a big role in the case. Prosecutors driving this home in closing arguments.
When these 4 men decided and planned and came to Tampa for one night, for one purpose, and that was to hunt and track and kill Charles Jones.
And that's what they did with it.
And they cooked.
Yeah, what you think about that, family?
Well, I mean, I think, justice is served in this case. It's always something when, you see people that do stuff like that, take a life, and then they cry about having to spend life alive. It's kind of cowardly, but at the end of the day, they did what they did, and they got to answer for what they did, and then you got the no remorse guy that just yawns in court like, oh, this ain't nothing. I'm gonna sleep when I get to the pen. It's just
you don't know that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because family, like he might be so stressed out that he can't sleep because he's so scared for his life.
Right, and that's what he signed up for.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that though. I'm not saying that's not what he signed up for.
I mean, when you see the guy
interpreting it as though like the news making it like he yawning, like he don't care.
But when in cases like this, when they give the verdict, the one thing that before sentencing that they look for is remorse.
Everybody ain't crying though. Everybody don't show their remorse.
Everybody don't. But probably the guy that was crying may get more remorse, but he could be crying because he got caught. and not for
That's
the victim,
what I'm saying. So like, so if we could say he could be crying because he got caught, or he could be crying because of remorse, or he could be crying, then we can't. Then dude could be yawning because he's so stressed out he can't sleep.
He's tired.
Yeah, because he can't sleep. Like he worried about like his pressure up. He like, man, shit.
Well,
you know,
it's definitely done for them. They definitely cook. You know, I mean, when you hear about it, it's one thing to hear about it, but then when you get the, you know, the surveillance footage of it being played out like that, you see how savage it was.
Yeah.
And how an ambush could be. You know, it could have been him 10 minutes later in his room, laying it down or chilling with his friends to, you know, to getting killed. You know what I'm saying? And he did what he could do. He tried to run him over, but he couldn't do it by then. He was probably already hit 4 or 5 times. So I mean,
yeah, at least they had already, when they ran up, they was already hitting the car underneath the
right,
the little what you call it, the valet area. So yeah, it was tragic, man. But you know, rest in peace to Julio, Foolio, man. And you know, because a mother did lose a son, and you know, all of those young black men did lose their lives of a decision and choice they made. You know, but prayers to their family too, because they lost a man. Somebody lost a brother, somebody lost an uncle, somebody lost a cousin.
Right. And you know, for the young folks too, man, you know, don't, you know, try add some privacy to your life, you know, as much as you can. You know, you don't have to share your locations of everywhere where you at, you know, especially if you you know, especially if you're a rapper or, you know, you're making moves like that. You know, go do your show and try to get to the hotel unseen or back home unseen, you know. But sharing your location, I'm going here, I'm going there, you know, it'll be people out to get you that don't even know you, you know. So I mean, it's just, I think people need to move a little bit more in silence and not broadcast everything.
For sure, for sure. No lacking. That's what the jits say. No lacking, man.
Right.
You know, and they need to expand lacking beyond just having that fire on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be alert of everything. We call it situational awareness when you start being grown, you know?
That's right.
Definitely, man. We had a lot of stuff going on this week. It's crazy. Y'all smash that like button. We appreciate everybody rocking with us, man. We had the racist streamer Chud, the builder, charged in the shooting. What you got on the wrap up for that, Cole?
I'm hoping that you know, like he get the max of whatever they can give. I'm hoping that it be an example for other young chuds out here.
Young chuds.
Yeah, out here that wanna do the same thing. I still believe in you know, standing up for yourself in a situation like that. Don't get yourself killed. You know, because last week, what I said in the last show, I said, yeah, man, when people start saying stuff like that, just punch them in the face. You said, no, don't do that. Don't do that. And this is a situation where that happened, and the puncher did end up getting shot.
Exactly.
But I do believe that, you know, if you're gonna move like that, you're gonna F around and find out. That's my stance on it. At some point.
No doubt. But yeah, you know, just people gotta use better decisions, make better decisions, make better choices, use better discernment, and not get triggered by these words, man. You know, not to lose your life behind no words. That's crazy.
Right.
You know. Then we had Audemars Piguet and Swatch. We had Audemars and Swatch, AP and Swatch timepiece collaboration. It was a nice piece, you know. If you got it, you know, everybody asks about the bands for it because I think the face pop out. So if the bezel pop out, you know, then they could possibly come out with a band for it where it pops right in, and then you can actually wear it on your wrist instead of tying it to your belt buckle. We had Rihanna home shooting aftermath. What'd you say, cuz? The home aftermath. What you think?
I mean, yeah, they call her just like with Chud and the people that got found guilty in Julio Foolio thing. I think she should have justice to her. Shout out to Rihanna, still my favorite #1 female celebrity of all times. And I just think I just think they need to keep their head on the swivel as well and double down on that security. They got the money.
For sure. Shout out to Rihanna and ASAP and their family as always. Atlanta's Operation Lockdown for the World Cup, like you said, man. It's coming to what cities? Run them cities by real quick one more time.
Let me give them to you right quick.
Because
they
definitely are locking stuff down.
We got Atlanta, we got Boston, Dallas, Houston, Kansas City, Los Angeles, Miami, New York, New Jersey, Philly, San Francisco Bay Area, and Seattle.
Y'all.
Operation Lockdown is coming.
Yeah, so if y'all in them towns, you know, be on the lookout, man. If you get your business in order, get your affairs in order, because Operation Lockdown is coming to a town near you.
And in fact, the FIFA Cup is so soon, it's not coming to a town near you, it's in your town right now.
Yeah, so it's going down right now. They locking it down right now.
They locking it down right now. So
yeah, because it's the countdown. What they say, June 11th?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, boys might want
to June 11th to July the 19th.
Yeah, dudes might want to fall back for a little bit, you know.
Then after that, you can go back on the run in peace.
You know, get your life together though. Do something positive with that time down, you know, to get out the streets. But then we had the verdict in for Julio Foolio's murder trial. You know, rest in peace to Julio Foolio. Man, it's a shame. Like we was talking about, some young brothers taking another young brother life, and then them brothers losing their life to the system, or even possible the death penalty to the state. You know, we got to do something different, man.
Right, there's 6 or 7 people gone, you know, out of our community.
You know, all men.
Well, they got the one girl. She got manslaughter last year, so.
But she not going away forever though, because she was she was the, you know, she was the person who gave evidence first.
Right.
You know, so most people say she ratted first, but I'm just gonna say, you know, she gave evidence first, man, and like, you know, she's a young lady, being caught up in the mix, and
right, she definitely so.
It's just sad because she's gonna lose a lot of her life, a lot of her good years as well,
right,
you know.
Right.
So
and it'll be very hard to bounce back even when she finished with her time. So
yeah, man. So young ladies and young fellas.
And shout out to Julio's family, you know, condolences, and you know, y'all keep your head up.
Yeah, y'all got to do something different, young ladies and young fellas. Let's get it together, you know, and not to commit crime, but to you know, elevate our minds to something. But that's all we got for y'all, man. We appreciate everybody for pulling up tonight, hanging out with us. Shout out to lovely ATV Bug, Big Bug, hanging out with us. Make sure everybody smash that like button. We appreciate y'all, and we want everybody to have a peaceful, positive, and productive rest of your weekend. We'll see y'all right here Friday nights. If you don't have a date, it's Brunch with the Fellas is your spot, so don't be late. We go up at 9 with the trending topic news with myself, Chef Earl Pearl, at DBCHEFTV.
And Cold Seasons right here.
And we are the Brunch Fellas. Until next time, peace, guys.
This whole publication is all about going from nowhere to somewhere, right? Being able to stand on something so that you can travel in peace, right? So bksoulfarm.com, 1016 160 self-sustainability. Jump on the list and get yourself together, right? Because it is irresponsible to not even know what responsibility means. So get yourself together, food, clothing, and shelter, protection of that, support your interests, and live.
Love ain't always easy, and we won't stop until we get it right. So bring that ass to the Love Speak podcast. Subscribe today and let your love speak at TLS Podcast. The Love Speak, now streaming on YouTube. You are the key to your financial freedom. So unlock your inner wealth with financial fundamentals at Bows on the Table. Subscribe today and never miss a meal at Bows Podcast. Bows on the Table, now streaming on YouTube. At the Veteran Kettle Podcast, we thank you for your service, support, and sacrifice to our country. Listen to real stories of adversity and triumph as we give our best to honor our vets. Subscribe today and watch episodes now streaming on YouTube at TVK Podcast, The Veteran Kettle.
Sign up for the newsletter and shop merch and clothing at DBCHEFTV.com.